Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday to you. Hope you're having a great day. Hopefully, everyone saw the little quick announcement that this is Ugly Christmas Sweater Edition. So, hope you're having a wonderful Saturday so far. Man, we're only, 15 days from the big man coming to town and, um, all the other fun holidays that are going to be happening in the next few weeks of the year as well. So, um, hope you're having a great Saturday. Welcome to Saturday Morning Cartoons. My name is Alex Jackson. I am an agency owner with the company that I work with, and been in this business for about 5 years. And I told Joe a few months back now, that if I could be a part of this syndicate and just be able to pour into people and give a little bit of knowledge, may not be a ton, may not be, um, you know, uh, necessarily specific to the industry that you're in within the insurance business or any other business that you might be a part of. But I think over the time of being able to show information, share nuggets, and be able to really connect with people through the opportunity that this provides, we're all going to all be able to lift ourselves up to a higher level of being able to help more families and impact people for the greater good. So, with that, and in the spirit of the holiday season, again, welcome everyone, and just going to be me today. Sawyer jumped on and was able to get on last week, all by himself from his iPad here from the office, and was able to be able to interview the one and only Mr. Edward Pritchett, one of my mentors in the business. He's been on here before in the past on other shows. And if you guys didn't get a chance to check that out live, please go back and watch it whenever you have an opportunity. Melissa, thank you for the comments there. Much appreciated. Sawyer, Melissa says that you did awesome. And Ryan, good morning as well, sir. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of take a few minutes and just kind of drop a few things that have been on my mind recently in regards to the business, to this time of year, to kind of building a business, and also some of the struggles and some of the awesomeness that happens. And so, and any questions you guys have, feel free, please, to put them in the chat. Any experiences that you've had, that are, maybe they're a struggle you've gone through. This episode will kind of deem the simple, silly problems with simple solutions. Good morning, Miss Merwin. And so, Miss Werman, by the way, I know that you are a huge fan of Sawyer. He's taking the day off today, though, so don't leave. Though, don't leave. I'm still here, but I told him he could take the day off today since he just does an awesome job last week with Edward Pritchett. So, one of the kind of just talk about some of the things that sometimes happen in the business, and some of the things that you need to. Oh, there he is. um, and some of the things that we can overcome with just mental fortitude, as well as understanding that the worst thing that can happen is it get better, right? I mean, if you don't quit in this business, the one thing that I've learned is that the only way that you fail is if you quit. And so if you don't quit, you can't fail, right? And so, like, my buddy Ryan there, he's been in the business for 24 years. 24 years he's been in this business of insurance. Um, and he recently decided not to quit, but to further the next step of his business by going independent, because he sees the additional opportunities that are out there to help more families in more places besides in his local community and bound by the state that he's in, right? Mental fortitude. He saw an opportunity, saw a different way to help more families, make more money for his family, but just as importantly, help a lot more families in doing so. So, like, I think one of the things, speaking of silly problems with simple solutions. Something that we often run into, in this business is really, I think, three factors. Okay. One of those I often think is in regards to and around mentorship, coaching, training, however you want to call it. Another one is around ability to find customers, whether that be you're using warm market, cold market, a lead system, something of that nature. And then I'm going to leave the third one open for those of you that are live to put in there something that you have run into that you might have seen as a struggle, but you found a simple solution to it. Right? You might have seen as a problem, but you found a simple solution, and we'll kind of talk about that. So if you guys are live, throw those in the chat. So let's talk about mentorship and coaching first, if that's okay. I think we often in this business, we come into it because a lot of people come into this business with super high, high expectations of what they're going to be able to do. And they think it's like, some people come in here thinking it's get rich quick. My mentor told me that this is not get rich quick. This is get wealthy over time. And that one you guys can take to the bank. If this is not a get rich quick, which it's not, this business is a get wealthy over time. Well, then we have to step back and define what is wealthy. Wealthy, in my eyes, and guys, please put it in the chat. Wealthy, as far as I'm concerned, is a balance of both time, money, family. You fill in the blank for all the rest. But being able to have and do both of those things, not just one or the other. Another mentor of mine, we're on the topic of mentors and coaching, right? Another mentor of mine in this business said that there's two types of people in this world. There's the ones who have a lot of money, and those people have homes that have their peopleless homes, and then you have homeless people. Homeless people got a whole lot of money, a whole lot of time, but no money. But peopleless homes, I would argue, is worse because they might have a whole lot of money, but no time to spend it with their family. So decide which one you want to be, or don't be either one. Be a good medium in between, and be someone who can be of impact in your family, in your community, and just in the world in general, and go out there and help a lot of families and help people. And then, so that was the first one. The second one, let's just briefly talk about, there's a lot of different ways to help families in this business. Some people do it through calling off a list. Some people do it from purchasing leads. Some people do it by just going door knocking and cold calling people. Find what works for you. But whatever you pick, if it's not working, stop doing it. There's one thing you can quit, and it's doing something that's not working, right? And it's not always the fact that, it's not. I believe you have to have leads. That's all I've done for 5 years, 6 years, is I've always worked off of a lead-based system, and that lead-based system has proven pretty good for me, right? Any of you that might have heard my story before on Cody's podcast with Sawyer or any of that kind of stuff I've done, not a lot of it out there, but I'll just tell it real quick. Through a lead-based system that I used in my very first year in this business full-time, my first full year full-time, January to December, I did $330,000 of written premium. That was 429 applications on my own pen. I spent $23,500 on leads, about $500 a week, but my net business income was about 120 grand. And I'm not very good at math, but I think I did that the other day, and I think it's about 5.1x of spend to net income, which is pretty good. And I didn't know what I was doing. right? I called from the home a lot, which means I called my mentor and my upline, and I said, hey, I've got a customer here with such and such of, disease, disorder, this, that, the other, height, weight, whatever it was. And I got help and learned the business through trial by fire, right? In our agency, we always say, go out there and make a mess, and we're going to help you clean it up. And you can't really go out and make a big mess unless you have a lot of leads and a lot of people to call, help those families, and be able to get them protected. And guys, listen, I'm not gonna like advertise a bunch of different lead sources in this call, but what I'll tell you is that there's a lot of them out there, and a lot of really, really, really good ones that are available. Some of them for inexpensive, some of them for very, 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 very expensive. You got to find the one that works for you, and find which one's going to help you get your balance of what I've started to call a life work harmony, a work life harmony, not just a balance. Excuse me. So I think this is, I'm not sure who Facebook user is, so I apologize, but Ryan said Michael said complacency, so I'll assume that's Michael. Someone said, or Ryan mentioned in here, complacency. He said, I got comfortable. So that's something I think that happens a lot in this business, is you get to a point of like, man, I can pay my bills. I don't have any struggles financially. I don't have to worry about the headache, quote unquote, of other agents. Maybe I don't have to worry about this. I don't have to do this. I don't have to worry about that. But you're just surviving, right? And my question is, for those of you that maybe got comfortable or got complacent, is, are you wanting to just survive? Or are you looking to actually thrive? And I'm sure there's a word above thrive. You guys can throw those in the chat. And if you're watching this after the fact, comment in the video. But I encourage and implore each of you that are watching this or are going to watch this to ask yourself, am I just surviving? And if I am, do I want to get to a place of thriving? And if you do want to get to a place of thriving, what are those things that you need to do to get yourself to the next level, to bring yourself up to the greater you, to do what do you need to do? What do you need to maybe start reading? What do you need to maybe start attending? What room do you need to get in? To quote Cody Askins, what do you need to do to make yourself the next better you? Because 2023 is coming around the bend here. And we were talking about it the other day with, I can't remember who it was, but we were talking about it the other day. Don't wait. Don't wait until 2023 to start 2023. If you haven't started figuring it out already, figure out what you're going to be doing in 2023 today. If you're watching this live right now and you haven't put your goals down for 23, if you haven't written down what you're going to do each month, each week, each quarter, each half a year for your 23, take your time and do it now. If you're watching this in the next few days and you haven't figured out 2023 yet, figure it out. It's time to go, right? It's time to figure out what you're going to do to get to your next level. And I don't know what that level is for you, but you got to figure out what that next level is going to be, because the only person who's in charge of your destiny in 23 is watching this video right now. That's you. If anyone has anything in the chat there, please put it in. Any other topics of conversation that you guys feel might be of necessity to talk about when we talk about getting ready for 23, different ways to find business, and mentorship, coaching, and training, please put in the chat. We'll discuss it. I'm also going to comment on any video comments that come in on this throughout the next week or so as well. I want to appreciate and thank all of you for being on. Not going to take a whole lot of your Saturday today because I want to give everyone the opportunity to get back on the grind. John Wetmore put it in a post earlier today. He said, John Wetmore put it in a post earlier today on Facebook. He said, do your weekend plans equal what your expectations are going to be for your life? Something to that effect. So do your plans that you have for the weekend equate to what you want to be able to get to thrive towards in this business, in life, all those things. So go out there today. It's only the 10th. It's only the 10th. You got 20 days left, or 21 days left, I guess, technically, of this business, of this month, to kick off your 23, to start off the way that you're going to move forward. And Joe has a question for me in the chat. Hold on one second. What you got, Joe? Well, Joe, it was hard. It was real. It's the sweater, really, Joe. It's the sweater. Ryan said, biggest change for me now and into 23 is going to be mindset. Man, I love it. I love it, dude. And let's see here. The end of the year is a great time to do reviews with your clients, give them a head. Yes, also true. Also very true. So all those things being said, go out there today, make this day the best day yet, make the next day the best day after that, and do like the slide edge says and get 1% better every day. And you're going to look back at the end of 23 and you're going to go, whoa, what happened? And it's going to be a really great day. Appreciate you guys. Have a phenomenal rest of your Saturday and weekend. Appreciate you tuning in.